Inside Kitty's Outside Adventure,
Welcome to Brett's Play.
which I remember the full title of.
Yes.
Without looking.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes! Okay, so this is the best game ever. Fucking Ouya controllers, man.
Wait.
Here we go.
Okay.
Alright, I got it.
Oh yeah, by the way, we're playing the Ouya.
We have done this before. We did like a whole day of Ouya bullcrap, but it was before we recorded audio separately and we lost all of it.
Yep.
So, here we go again. I mean, here you guys go for the first time, but here we go again.
Me and Brett, that is.
For sure.
For those of you who are grammatically confused.
Yeah, I was really upset when I got my new phone and this wasn't in the Google Play Store.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I can probably get it by sideloading it because we're playing this on Android right now, basically, because the Ouya is an Android system. But, anyway, it is on iTunes.
The song or the game?
The game. But the song always crashed. I mean, the game. I mean, the butterfly.
Mayday, we're going butterfree.
Doing a pretty good job right now. Oh, crap. Ah, that was a controller glitch, I swear to God! You heard me pressing it.
I did. Now it's my turn.
You go ahead.
On this more working controller.
And for some reason, Controller 2 is not being a dick right now. But, yeah. I don't know if any of you guys even heard of the Ouya. It's basically... Razer actually recently bought it out.
Razer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, when I hear Razer, I think of the old flip phones.
Oh, the Motorola Razer.
You want this?
I've already started. Quit it.
Can I jump for you?
Inside Kitty Co-op. Let's not do that. The Ouya is weird in certain ways, and like right now Michael's holding a controller and I'm holding a controller, but either controller does the same thing at the same time.
I was gonna say, we could make a game out of a game where like we play like chicken.
Right. I don't know exactly how well that would work, especially because there's no like on-screen accountability of who... Oh, it was me.
Yeah. Here, I'll hand this controller off to you when you wanna play.
I don't know if that was me jumping for you there or you jumping for you, because I was like, oh, he's gonna hit the fence!
No, I
There you go.
I just couldn't save that. I jumped too early.
I'll try your controller.
Yeah.
See how this works.
We'll leave this at. We'll leave this fucker be.
I actually really like the Ouya's controller.
I
know a lot of people who don't care
with
for
big
it.
meaty hands.
I do have big meaty hands.
Hey!
There you go.
Another coincidence.
You need to get a PS3 controller next time for your little spindly guitar fingers.
You know what's funny? I always I had a conversation with one of my schools.
Oh crap.
Campus police. As they were locking up the building.
Yeah.
About that, and a lot of people say they have like fat fingers. They're like, oh,
Shit.
I can't do an instrument. It's not for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you know how many sausage-fingered pianists I know that are just brilliant?
It's like, well, you try losing weight in just your fingers, okay? It's not easy.
Yeah. Well, I know the point I was getting at is that like that's totally not the issue.
I know.
It's basically.
Well, I mean, that's the issue with anything in music is you just have to be willing to try and
No,
have
like, I
fun.
think there was. Well, unless the internet is wrong, which what do I know?
Back to me.
Apparently, there's a Dave Grohl quote that goes something like, "Kids these days, you gotta stop worrying so much. You just need to get like a secondhand guitar from a thrift shop and then just go into a garage with their friends and suck and suck and suck, and then they'll not suck as much."
Right. For sure.
Which basically is the philosophy. You really do. There's a skill curve.
Fuck, man. I pressed the button.
There's a skill curve, and it's like it's insanely difficult to start learning. But
The Ouya by today.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you know where I have...
Here's the thing, it's not even just music. Like, I like to apply, like, a lot of what I end up doing to, other stuff.
I was going to say, like, I have the most vivid recollection of this principle that you're talking about.
Yeah.
From playing DDR.
Oh, yeah. Because,
Like-
when you see DDR, it's like, that's a monster. I can't
Yeah.
possibly.
Well, once you break that 4-foot difficulty marker, it's just all downhill.
Exactly, yeah.
Until you get to 9. Yeah, katas, as they call them. No pun intended.
This song is very easy to get into, and it makes me not mind that this is a very, very small-scale game.
Well, that was the whole premise behind Mega Man's music. They were like, you're going to be playing this over and over and over again, and that's why it's all so good.
It was also much more dynamic, but,
Whoa, Jesus. I didn't think you were going to make that. Excellent job.
Ooh, I don't think we've gotten to the bridge yet.
I mean, I have before, but yeah.
On this run.
Right. It's almost like, you're unlocking something extra.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Bit Trip Runner?
I played Super Meat Boy, which has him as a character.
Oh yeah,
Video.
Commander Video, yeah. Bit Trip Runner is like this, except it's all music based.
Now remember, you said Rez was music based, and I wasn't as agreeable. Is this like the same?
This is more music based than Rez. Like, I mean, Rez has its roots in music, but you honestly don't have to know a dang thing about how to count time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying this isn't music based. This just has like
this just has a song,
like a good
right.
song.
But in Bit Trip,
we've already hit the loop mark.
In Bit Trip, with your jumps and everything, they're timed to the music.
Sort of like the way the Impossible game kind of was after the first level. Did you ever play the I think it's called the Impossible game on the Xbox Live Arcade?
I have never played that.
You're like a little orange square, and you just hop to like dance music. Like get on platforms, get to the end, and avoid spikes.
I think maybe I watched you play it on Steam or something.
Maybe.
What was that?
What?
Oh, thank God you didn't break my high score.
I was right on the cusp.
I wasn't gonna say anything about it because I was scared you were gonna do it.
Oh, careful!
I go again.
Yeah, okay.
We came up with this. I go again. We came up with this rule the other night. Like, you get one good one.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm okay with that rule.
Yeah, I think our wow triple butterfly nightmare.
Yeah. 5 beats.
Ben, how are you digging this episode?
Were you recording with Ben?
No. Well, I did record with Ben before. Crap. I didn't get 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000's a good one.
But Ben's afraid of butterflies.
What?
Yeah. I mean, like, and he's publicized this. He's not ashamed of it or anything, so I don't think he'll mind me saying it.
I'm also, like, I learned it early on from... I made fun of a girl's fear of squirrel once, and she did not...
and then a squirrel ate my face off.
No, and then she and her big boobs did not decide to go out with me.
Yeah, Squirrel Girl said no. Shit! Alright, here you go. Well, Ben and I are soulmates, so, you know. Anyway, but yeah, he's just afraid of butterflies and moths. And, like, when you think about it, it's not that unreasonable. Like, if you look at a close-up picture of one,
oh, no, like,
they're horrifying.
Have you ever seen, like, those caterpillars that are harmless? Like the big green ones, though? The big fat green ones?
I think so, yeah.
That, like, kind of almost have a hard carapace, but they're just bigger, and it's not really...
I'm sorry?
Slimy. Carapace.
Carapace?
Outer shell?
Okay. I guess they can't have an exoskeleton because it's not hard.
Well, yeah...
So is a carapace like a soft exoskeleton?
No, it's hard. It's
semi-rigid.
Well, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say a carapace probably is a more specific word for their exoskeleton.
Okay.
The fact that their outer bits are hard and they're not their inner bits are hard.
All right.
And I could be wrong. It probably doesn't even have a carapace.
But anyway, about this big green caterpillar.
But they're big and they're noticeable. And they might not even be called caterpillars. I think they might be like stink bugs or something.
Yeah.
But you put them on your finger because like, oh, caterpillar, it's like, touchable and it's
right.
Oh, fuck. But you put them on their hand and they start moving of their own volition and you're like, no, fuck, get it away from me.
Yeah, even though it's completely harmless.
I think they might actually be slightly venomous, but essentially yes.
Did I ever tell you about when I was stung by the most venomous caterpillar in the world?
How venomous is it?
For a caterpillar, the most.
I think I see where this is going.
But you know, I mean, it's called like the Southern Carolina puss moth larvae. Seriously. There's another word for it that's not as, stick in your mind as the one that has, the word pussy in it, but...
Puss, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what it's called. It's called the...
Wait, puss moth? Or
yeah,
pussy
it metamorphoses into the pussy moth. I'm serious. Here's a picture. Okay.
It's 1,000. Yeah,
all right.
Here we go.
But anyway, it's this furry, fuzzy-looking moth. And one day I was trimming the hedges when I lived with Christian. Like, we had those big trees out in the front that nobody had touched for years.
Oh, shit.
And then suddenly, you go again.
Yeah.
Suddenly you could see her house after I had done it. But while I was doing it...
Also, well done, Brett, for doing the children.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was awesome, actually. I actually don't mind manual labor. Like, I went to Goodwill and I found the hedge clipper for like $12, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And then it did the job great. And then once it was done, every time I pull up to the house, I'm like, I did that. But,
and I have a hedge clipper now.
Yeah. But anyway, I was wearing work gloves to do it. Those, like, stock, like, blue work gloves that you see everywhere.
Yeah.
And, nicely done.
Oh, God, well.
It happens. And I look inside, like there's this itch on my, like right at the base of my palm. Okay, that was bull. I was pressing the button.
It's
Right at the base of my palm. And I look, and there's this like furry little, thing that I had never seen before. I was like, what the hell is this? And so I kind of like peeled it out of my glove. It was hanging on like your back to a couch on a hot summer day.
Oh, jeez.
And gross.
Vinyl couch?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And then I just kept on about my shit. Just kept on about my business.
And shit.
And I looked it up later, and it turns out it's the most venomous caterpillar in the world. And it actually, the base of my palm did sting for like almost a month.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, it was really like it was kind of a dull sting, but
it was clearly like the
it hurt.
Inflammation.
Yeah. They're really cute though, and I am posting this picture as a public service announcement. Do not touch these things if you see one, because it hurts. And luckily, like, it can get way worse. Like, my situation was really lucky.
I was gonna say, it sounded like you just got the sting and like it was...
Yeah, just like barely grazed the thing. But like people who get stung super hardcore by them, like their hand, like if it was their hand, can swell up and like get all red and pus filled and gross. But like it barely just grazed me, so I was lucky.
Yeah.
That's the story of my outside adventure.
All right. Yeah, this is, I'm not gonna lie, Brett. You know I'm not a fan of the Ouya, but I'm having fun because you're here and we're talking over this.
You know what's really funny is this is like the casualist of casual games.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're legitimately enjoying it.
I think it might be one of the most tolerable Ouya games. Next to, of course, No Breaks Valet.
Well, I mean, you like Towerfall.
Yeah, but then it's competitive. Like, my skill is the limit, not the game.
Yeah.
You want to play Towerfall?
We're totally gonna.
Oh, sweet. Now we'll get to record.
I was hanging out with my buddy Andres and Josh last night, or 2 nights ago, and I brought the Ouya over so we could play it. And I always bring it to game night at work, but nobody ever plays because everybody's too busy doing something else to, check this out. But since it was just the 3 of us, they were like, let's check out the Ouya. And he was like, is there anything that was like on the Ouya, like a killer app, like something that people really liked? And I was like, Towerfall. He's like, I love Towerfall! Shit.
Huh, yeah. Was Towerfall like the saving grace of the Ouya?
Well, I mean, it was, and then they ported it.
Ah.
It's like it was an Ouya exclusive when it was new.
I see.
What about the Amazing Frog?
Oh, well, that one was fun for other reasons.
That's a great game.
Yeah. I mean, actually, it's funny I mentioned, like, how I don't get into casual games. And yet, I don't play video games nearly as often as I used to because school and, like, my occupation, as it were.
Did you almost say pseudo-occupation?
I was gonna say my soon-to-be occupation, but, like, no, I'm basically employed to be a musician. I already teach kids.
Right.
I did it for free, but I wrote the music for someone's project. And if it wasn't around finals, I would say, let me do that shit again. Because even if the music wasn't bad, like, the recordings themselves could be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier in another episode, In a Galaxy Far, Far Away, I did it all in, like, a day. So, like, they were solid musical ideas and good for BGM, but, like, there's, like, little subtleties in the recording you can hear where, like there's too much string squeaking on the guitars, or, like, I did manage to record them all separately. I would get the instrument. Are you eating? You want to take a...
I'm good. Why do you press the button before you hand it to me? It's a good thing that the D-pad works.
Yeah. It does?
No, that was just you doing it. I got it.
Okay.
Well...
But yeah, I managed to, the only microphone I have is like that one Tascam, and it's a condenser microphone built into the recording device. So what I would do is I would record the one instrument, take out the SD card, put the file into Audacity, listen to the file through headphones in Audacity, and record with the SD card now back in the microphone the next instrument I would layer over it. And I would do that again and again for each track. Very slow workflow, but it gets the job done.
Well, as My wrestling coach, Total Protection, Mr. Hughes, always says,
Oh yeah.
Wah!
I haven't heard that gem in a while.
Yeah, he says. Apparently, Audacity is free and reasonably easy to use.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
And I've been thinking about getting it and trying to make Vaporwave.
What's Vaporwave? Is that a music style?
We haven't listened to any Vaporwave.
Do I need to vape to do it?
Absolutely not.
You know what's funny? My buddy Nick, who's in the Navy, stopped by here over a break he had.
Yeah.
He's on leave for a little bit. And he vapes and his friends vapes, and he's just kind of into, like, you know, casual parties and drink scene, but, you know, he just...
The drink scene.
The...
Are you getting into the drink scene?
Like,
Are you afraid of your children getting into the drink scene? Let me tell you about the good word of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Jesus was into the drink scene once, but then he found Jesus.
and then he became the blood of Christ. I was wasted 24/7.
On the third day he rose again in fulfillment of the Bud Light.
Ah, jeez. No, but, basically, you know, we lead different lives. He's okay with vaping and drinking and having, like, casual sex, with men. Haha, Nick, I'm on the
Okay.
microphone. What are you gonna do?
Okay. I was gonna be like, Michael, you don't drink because you don't like it.
Yeah, I
But
know.
there are a couple of other things that we have just talked about.
Yeah.
That make your life not so different. Oh, gay sex. Okay, I understand.
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you afraid of your son getting into the butthole scene?
Oh my god. That's the danger.
Going on outside adventures? Meeting
Without-
strange men named Chip with clothing that costs more than your car payment?
Oh, jeez.
Is Chip a gay name?
I don't know.
I don't know if Chip is a gay name.
No, I just thought, like, you know,
Shit!
my buddy Nick doesn't get to control what I say because he's in
Shit!
right now.
Right.
Maybe I should.
This is his
No,
address,
Edit,
his last
no,
name.
actually, please do edit that out. I should not tell where he is. But no, he came over, and like we had to do some stops before I brought him over to his friend's place where he was staying, and I ended up being in a vape shop for like a little under an hour while they did their business. Not 1,000. My turn.
No, it's not.
And not only there was the smoking, water vapor. That was completely safe and not hazardous to my health. And
Well,
it gave me a mild headache.
Allegedly.
But
Science remains to see.
fucking sarcasm, right? Come on. But the point is, just as a storefront, not only did it look like a very well kept store,
Yeah.
it felt like it was in a very safe environment as far as the community goes.
I mean, you know, I like making fun of anything that people make fun of, pretty
Oh, yeah,
much.
It's pretty good.
But, like, my best friend works in a vape shop, and I've never gone to see her at work just because I don't want to go in a vape shop.
Yeah. Wait, is it near me here?
No, it's
Oh, shit.
nice.
Yeah.
Closer to downtown Noonan.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, you landed right in that. It was a good run, though.
Are we done?
How
How many more minutes?
I mean, not much. I definitely want to get one last good run in here.
That's what one of my students says. He comes into my lesson. He's 5 and he comes in so tired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you just started. So like, come.
Michael, it's taking 1,000 hours.
It's like, I know, kid, but I know his name. I'm just not. That's not gonna come up.
Right.
Like.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
HIPAA laws and whatnot.
In fact, well, how about I care about these children and.
No, it's
Yeah.
just your fear of imprisonment. And getting into the anal scene.
Getting into the anal scene against your will? Well, that's about it. Can't help you.
Here's a pamphlet.
I mean, read it while you're getting.
You're definitely gonna want insurance. There's a lot of things that can happen to you.
Invest in Vaseline. Which, as you.
Pays for itself. Actually, no. While we're on the topic, before we end, anal sex, never Vaseline. If you wish to enjoy it,
Brett knows.
they make stuff specifically for that.
It's not Vaseline.
Next time on Brett's Play.